Hello everyone, good morning. Thanks for attending the demo session. So next 3 days, it's totally free. It's like I'm going to give you the demo. Okay. So these are the demo sessions. It's totally free. So Monday onwards, the actual classes are going to start. Then first you can see the demo sessions and you can decide whether you need to join for the course or not. Okay. So let's get started. So this is about trainer. Okay. I'm going to skip this part. Uh, so before going to learn, is there any prerequisites? Okay, or frequently asked questions from my previous batches. Okay, so you may get a doubt like, okay, so do I need to learn any programming languages like Java, Python, and .NET? Yeah, definitely no. You no need to learn anything. So if you have any idea, basic knowledge on these things, then it is value add for your resume. Okay. Then next thing is I'm from testing background or I'm from non-IT background. I don't know anything, but can I learn MuleSoft? Yes, definitely you can learn this course. So the CTC, what is the CTC that I can expect? Yes. Uh, See, that is depends on market as well as how we are going to uh, give an interview, like how we are going to perform in interview. That is depends on you, but definitely you will get a good package. Okay. So the people are saying, okay, this is very important. The people are saying, okay, here there is no coding, so only integration. So it is totally wrong. So here we have a data wave. Okay, but it is a little bit coding, it is there. See, without coding there is no software. Okay, there is no software. So definitely you need to learn something. So otherwise so anyone can work, right? So that is the reason. So no coding versus low coding, like here. Okay, there is a minimal coding, it is there. You have to learn that. I will tell you what you need to learn. Okay, now before going to start this course, what I need to learn. So you no need to learn anything. So just basic idea on API. Okay, what is API and what is XML and what is JSON? Okay, if you know that basic idea, that is very good. Otherwise also, okay, I'm going to teach you. That's not a problem at all. But the very important thing is here, like practice and dedication. So that is very important. Suppose if I teach for 1 hour, then you have to practice for at least 1 to 2 hours. I'll give you classroom recordings as well as classroom notes. You have to take that and you have to practice based on that. Okay, daily assignments. I'm going to give you assignment based on that you need to practice. Okay, these are the prerequisites and frequently asked questions. So coming to next slide, it's like API, right? Okay, before going to talk about MuleSoft, first you need to know what is API, where and all we are using API. That is very important. Okay, so API is nothing but it's like application programming interface. Okay, application programming interface. So this is the standard definition. Okay, this is standard definition. Then how it is going to work? It is going to help us connecting between two different applications. Two different applications. Suppose we have a client, we have a server. Okay, here you are going to send the request, and after sending the request, the server is going to send the response back to the client. Okay, it's like request and response. It's like request and response. So that is called API. I'll give you a real-time scenario and I will explain. Okay, but as of now, just you can remember what is API. Okay, API is nothing but application programming interface. It is going to help us to connect between two different applications. Okay, two different applications. Now, how mainly? Okay, how it is going to work? How does API is going to work? So the real-time example, suppose we have a client here. So client is going to send the request to API. Okay, it's a middleware. Okay, it's a middleware. API is a middleware. So API is going to talk. to server. Okay. The server is going back, again, giving back the response. So the same response the API is going to take and is going to provide to the client. Suppose you are going for an restaurant. So what you will do, you are going to, okay, the waiter will come, right? Okay. The waiter will come and he will take the order and he will give the request to the kitchen. So this guy is going to cook whatever you order and he is going to give the response back to the waiter, and again waiter is going to get back the same thing. It is going to happen. So how it is going to happen, we are going to see now. Okay, we are going to see now. So backend, everything it is an API. Just to go to Google. Okay, just to go to Google, I'll take just a second. I'll take which example? Okay, railways. Okay, train booking, or else IRCTC. Okay, IRCTC. I'll go with IRCTC. IRCTC booking. So this is front-end application, right? Okay, this is front-end application. So here, from where you want to travel, okay? So I want to travel from Bengaluru to, suppose, Chennai. Okay, Chennai. I'm going to select tomorrow's date here. So as soon as you are going to click on the search button, how it is happening, okay, where we are getting the results. So this is our client now. Okay, this is our client. Okay, I'm going to inspect. So how exactly it is going to work, the API. Okay, let's see now. So far, I didn't click any search. Okay, go to network tab. Okay, go to network tab. Go to network tab. Okay, cool. See, as soon as if you are going to perform search button in the back end, there is an API. Okay, see, the API can be written by using Java or Spring Boot or some other languages or MuleSoft, whatever it is. But as of now, just understand. So if I click on this search, what is happening? See, as soon as if you click this search, right, you are getting the results. Okay, you are getting the results here. Where is this tab? Okay, cool. Now I'm going to stop this. So if you observe here, so here you can see in the screen, right? Okay, in the screen you can see there are, okay, some trains, okay, some train details, it is available. Train details, it is available. So how it is happening? As soon as if you click that search button, what is happening in the back end? Okay, we are calling one API. So that API is going to get back the results. That API, okay, let me identify that. So, okay, now, cool, I have been identified. So what is the request? So here, mainly API means, okay, headers will be there, payload will be there, request and response will be there, okay? So mainly request and response, you have to remember. So what is the request? If you go to header, if you go to payload, here you can see what is the input we have given, okay? What is the journey date you have selected? What are the search options? Okay, everything you can see it here. Okay, everything it is, you can see. So here, so this is the URL. Okay, this is the URL, API URL. So what is the method we are using? Okay, we'll talk about everything. What is post, what is 200 and everything. But try to understand how the API is going to work in our day-to-day life. Okay. Now, if you go to response, right? If you go to response, let me take this. Okay. Let me take this and keep it into my notepad plus. So is it JSON format? Okay. This is JSON format. See, as soon as if you click search button, what is happening? Okay. What is happening? It is going to, the API is going to talking with database, okay, or server. It is getting back these results. See, train number, train name, station code, from station code to station code, arrival time, departure time, what is the distance, what is the duration, so how many days it is going to run. So everything. See, this JSON data front end will take, okay, the front end team, they are going to take and they are going to map it here. So now, what is the backbone here? So backbone is our API. So the same example, even if you take red bus, okay, you are familiar with this, I think, okay. If we talk about red bus or Ravi bus, see any application, guys, but not only this, okay, from Bangalore to Goa, I want to find the bus. As soon as if you click this search bus, okay, what is happening? What is happening? The back end again, I'll show you here also. Okay, it is loading now. Okay, now we got the results. Okay, let me stop it. Here I will show you. Okay, cool. Now, so as soon as if you click search, right? So what is happening here? So just observe this one, bus tickets, Bangalore, right? Okay, Bangalore to Goa. So what is the from city? Bangalore, some status code or ID. So what is the country? What is the city name? To city name. So everything we are passing via query parameters. So what is query parameters? We'll talk about it. So wherever the question mark is there, so that is query parameters. Okay, that is query parameter. But here, if you observe, this is the request URL. Okay, this is our request URL. So there is a post method we are doing. The status code is 200. The status code is 200. Now, as soon as if you click this search buses, what is happening? We are getting these results, right? How these results are coming? Okay, how these results are coming? So as soon as if you hit our API, if you hit our API is giving back these results. See, these are the real-time examples, guys. Okay, these are the real-time examples in our day-to-day life we are using. So how many total count? There are 26 buses are available for Bangalore to Goa. So this is the JSON format. Okay, this is the JSON format. So if you come down, you can able to see what are the buses it is available and which stop. Okay, everything. Okay, let me identify. Okay, these are the buses. Okay, so these are the stops. Bangalore to Goa, the bus name. So when it is going to start and when it is going to end, what is the ETA, what is the address. Okay, so everything, the API is giving the results back to UI In UI, we are mapping these results. Okay, in UI, we are mapping. So this is how API is going to work. So any doubts here so far? If you have any doubts, you can stop me in the middle and you can ask. Okay, that's not a problem. So this is how API is going to work. Now, example, suppose IRCTC. This is our UI. This is our UI. You are going to talk with, okay, the API, MuleSoft API. This is our Mule API. This Mule API is going to talk with database. It's a DB. From DB, you are going to fetch the results, and whatever you are fetching, you are going to display it in a UI. That's it. That's very simple. Okay, that's very simple. So this is how API is going to work. That's why without API, there is no website. Without API, there is no website at all in our day-to-day life. Even if we go to Google, okay, so what is happening? You go to Google, I'm going to search something like MuleSoft, right? Okay, MuleSoft. Just observe here. See here, I'll take this URL. See, as soon as if you search MuleSoft, so how it is working. So in backend, there is an API. Backend, there is an API. Let me open the Postman. So in order to test APIs, you can use Postman or Thunder Client, okay? So in Postman, right? Okay, just see now. Remove this, everything, okay? So now what is happening? Try to understand here. So there is a URI or URL, okay? So up to this part, www.google.com/search. After this, what is happening? There is a question mark. Q. What is your question? Q equal to Mule or MuleSoft. Okay. So they are calling this API. Google is calling this API to get the results. Okay, what is happening? As soon as if I click this send, see 200, it is okay. 200, it is okay. This is called HTTP status codes. So every API, whatever the API you can take, okay, there is some status. Either it is 200 or 400 or 500 or 502, whatever it is. Based on this status, we can able to decide whether it is success or failure. Okay, you have to know about API first. API contains, okay, first API contains request. What is the request here? Query parameters. So what is the response we are getting? So the response we are getting as HTML format. The response can be anything, HTML format or JSON format or only text or XML format also. Okay, that is depends on your requirement. Okay, that is depends on your requirement. Again, this is our API. So here we are sending the request. We are using get method. Okay, 1, 2, the method is get method, and you are clicking as send. Okay, we are sending the request to API. So what API will do in the background, it will talk to the database or server and it will get back the results. This is very important. Okay, these are the steps you have to remember. URL, input, okay, input, and what is the method we are using? And as soon as if you send request, so what is the response we are getting? Now, how many ways we can pass the input to API? So this is our API. Okay. So there is one, first method is query parameters. Second one is headers. The third one is body. This is very important for even interviews also. Okay. Body. Then the fourth one is URI parameters. The URI parameters will be in a flower places. So here you are going to pass. After this slash, if there is no question mark, then that is URI parameter. If it is a question mark, then it is a query parameter. Okay, this is what you need to remember. Okay, this is how in real time also it is going to work. So even Google, right? Okay, I will type here instead of MuleSoft. What I will type, okay, just I will type YouTube. Just observe here, YouTube. See, it is giving the 200 response. But this code we are unable to understand, but the UI, okay, the UI can understand this. So that is the reason they have designed like this. Okay, they have designed like this. Now I'll give you another example. Dummy JSON. There are some free APIs. Okay, so if you want to work with that APIs, yes, we can do that. Okay, this is my sample API. Just observe. So I want to use which method? Get method. This is my URL. So if you observe this one, this is my just URL. That's it. Okay, this is my URL. So it is giving the HTML page. Now, just observe here. I'm passing one URI parameter here. See, after passing URI parameter, the results are changed. User ID, title, okay, completed, person. Okay. Now instead of to-dos, what I will do, I'll pass albums here. Okay, just observe here. See, this is different result. So depends on our input, the response also going to change. Okay, the response also going to change. Okay, this is about API and how the APIs are going to work and in real time how this is going to help us. Okay, this is about API. You are going to learn more. Okay, going forward. This is the sample one. Okay. Now, so far we have seen what is APIs. Now, coming to data formats. Okay, data formats. So you have to remember what is XML. Okay, is there any tags? Okay, tags. Starting tag. This is starting tag and this is ending tag. Then this is XML. If you have only key and value, okay, key and value, then that is JSON. Okay, just remember this data format. Most of the people know about what is JSON and what is XML, but even though just you can observe this. Okay, now, okay, we are talking about API. Then how MuleSoft is going to help? How MuleSoft is going to help us? Okay, so it is an integration platform. Okay, it is an integration platform. What is integration? What is middleware? Okay, you may get it out. Okay, you may get it out. So the communication between two or more known as integration. Okay, the communication between two or more. So it can be anything. Okay, okay. I want to communicate. Okay, I'll show you one real-time example. So here you can talk about this is one. This is the source. Front end is the source. Snowflake is the target. Or MySQL is the another target. Arcade is the another target. From front end, we cannot directly talk to database. We cannot. In middle, we need APIs. We need APIs. So these APIs, how we are going to build? By using MuleSoft. Okay. Even if you take Facebook registration or Instagram registration, okay, or bank registration, okay. So you are going to call API. API is going to talk with corresponding databases. That's it. So this is the integration we are doing, or middleware we can call it as, okay, in simple terms. So in technical, suppose if you technology is used to transport and transform the data between two systems. So that is what we have discussed so far. Okay. In general, integration means the communication between two or more. Okay. Or it can be two softwares or it can be two persons. Okay. That is called integration. In technical, we are going to use transport and transform the data between two end systems. Okay. So here, A to A. What is A to A? Means application to application. Suppose within an organization, if you are doing any integration, that is called A to A. So B2B means external apps. Suppose if you see PhonePe or Google Pay, okay. So this is another vendor. So we are going to, suppose if you observe, there are many apps, right? Okay, there are many apps. Like money transfer is there. Even you can book cab, okay. You can pay telephone bills, okay. So it's like there are many apps. So this is from different external systems. This is owning, suppose system, company A, company B, company C, company D, something like this. So this is our company. So you want to talk with these guys, then by using MuleSoft, we can easily connect with them and we can get the data. Okay, we can integrate. We can integrate easily. Okay. So how to call external systems and external apps, that is also we are going to learn here. Now we have already completed this one, walkthrough and a website. Okay. So even if you take any website background or backend, okay, so it is working based on APIs. So that's why APIs are very, very important. Okay, APIs are very, very important. Now coming to MuleSoft. Okay, so what is MuleSoft and where and all we are using MuleSoft and why MuleSoft is so popular? Okay, so we have Java, we have Python, we have .NET. Then why do we need to use MuleSoft? We are going to learn now. Okay, we are going to learn now. So it is developed by MuleSoft. Okay, MuleSoft is a company. Okay, and it is launched in 2006. 2006. So now it is acquired by Salesforce in the year of 2018. Okay, see MuleSoft they have started and now Salesforce is owned this one. Okay, now MuleSoft and Salesforce both are same. I mean, not about the technology, the companies I'm saying. Okay, now the main important point, if someone is going to ask what is MuleSoft, it is an integration platform. Okay, it is an integration platform. So what are things we are going to integrate? How integration platform is going to help us? Okay, we are going to talk. Okay, it is developed by MuleSoft in the year of 2006, and also now it is acquired by Salesforce in the year of 2018. It is an integration platform. Also, you can call it as it is an API management platform. So what is management? See, you can design, you can develop, you can deploy, you can monitor everything. You can do it in a single place. Everything we can do it in a single place. So that's why we are going to call it as API management platform. Okay. Anyway, we are going to create one account. Okay. Then we can see so how this API management platform is going to work. But you have to remember, it is an integration platform. It is developed by MuleSoft, and it is an API management platform. If you observe this diagram in the down, so here we have a MuleSoft. If you want to connect with Facebook, you can do. If you want to connect with LinkedIn, yes, you can get the data, or you can post something. Or if you want to connect with some other apps, yes. So it's more than 300. Okay, it's more than 300 connectors we have. Okay, you can connect with any system easily. So what we will do, we are going to use, suppose without MuleSoft, then we have a Java code. You want to connect with database, you need to write at least 50 to 60 lines of code. Okay, 50 to 60 lines of code. But here it is not required that everything it is a configuration. Okay, so how we are going to configure it? Okay, that and all we are going to learn. And it is developed on top of Java by using Spring. So how MuleSoft is built? Okay, it is developed on top of Java. Okay, it is developed on top of Java. Do I need to learn Java? No, not required. But it is developed by using Java only. Okay, that is what they are gonna say. Okay. Now the technical definition. Okay, of the MuleSoft. Okay, Mule is the runtime engine of Anypoint platform. It's a lightweight Java-based enterprise bus. Okay, and integration platform. Okay, it is an integration platform that allows developers to connect any application. Okay, any application. It's very easily, and it is going to enable the data or exchange the data quickly. Okay, so it is a ESB. What is ESB? It's a enterprise service bus. This is one of the architecture they are going to follow in a MuleSoft. It is a lightweight Java-based enterprise bus. Okay, you can connect with any application quickly. Okay, so what kind of applications you can connect? Yes, JMS, Java messaging queues. If you want to connect with Kafka, you can do. You have web services, yes, you can do that. You have a JDBC connection, you have a HTTPs, MQs. You want to connect with AWS, you want to connect with Azure, you want to connect with ServiceNow, yes. So this and all you can easily connect by using MuleSoft. Okay, by using MuleSoft. Now, what is API management? This is what I told you, right? So we can design, we can develop, and we can deploy, we can secure our APIs, we can manage our APIs, we can reuse it. Okay. So this and all, everything can be done in by using Anypoint platform. It's in a single place. So that's why we are going to call it as API management. In other technologies and all, for design, they are going to use some other tool. For development, they are going to use some other tool. For deployment, they are going to deploy it into some servers. Okay. So here it is not like that. Everything we are going to do it in a single place. Okay. So we can manage easily. We can manage easily. So that's why we are going to call it as it is a API management platform. So where we are going to manage our application? Anypoint platform. Anypoint platform. So Anypoint platform is going to looks like this. Okay. I'll tell you how to create this Anypoint platform account. It's a 30 days free trial account. You can use it for 30 days. Okay. You can practice. Okay. You can practice. You don't need to pay anything within 30 days. So here you can see API manager is there, runtime manager, visualizer, okay, API governance, exchange, design center, Anypoint code builder. So this is the new option it is coming. Okay. If you want to download Anypoint Studio, so where we are going to develop our code, our APIs, by using Anypoint Studio we are going to do now. So this is about API management platform. Now, what is the life cycle of MuleSoft? So we have, first we need to design first, okay? So what is design here? So even if you observe this, so here you need to tell, right, what is my method, what is my URI, what is my input, what I am expecting, okay? So these details and all you need to tell first, okay? That's why the design is very important. So where we are doing design, Anypoint platform, we are going to do design. In the development, we are going to use Anypoint Studio. For deployment, we are going to use cloudhub or on-premises, okay? So these three things you have to remember: design, Anypoint platform; development, Anypoint Studio; deployment, cloudhub, okay? Even apart from cloudhub, even if you want to deploy it into some other services, even Kubernetes, AWS or Azure, yes, we can do. That is different thing. But mainly we are going to use cloudhub. So this is the life cycle of MuleSoft. Even if you are a MuleSoft developer, there is one requirement, okay? You want to develop an API. It's like the same like Redbus. Then first you need to develop, first you need to design first. Okay, what are the endpoints it is required? How many get, how many post? Okay, so we'll talk about what is get, what is post, what is delete, okay, everything and all. But just remember, for designing, we are going to use Anypoint platform. For development, Anypoint Studio. For deployment, cloudhub. Now, so the design center is going to look like this, okay? So how the design center looks like? So here you are going to design our RAML. Okay, don't worry about this. Okay, everything it is predefined. You can select the RAML options. That's it. Okay. So here you are going to design our RAML. Okay, design our RAML. So what are the methods we are using? What is the input and what is the response you are expecting? So that is what you are going to design in design center. Now, our Anypoint Studio is going to looks like this. So we have a package explorer, we have a canvas. In the right hand side, we have a mule palette. So what you can do, just you can drag and drop. Okay. So I want listener, then you can drag and drop. I want MySQL DB connector. Yes, you can drag and drop and you can configure the same. Okay, I'll show you at the end of the session. Okay, at least one project so that you will get one idea. Now, what are the key capabilities of MuleSoft? Okay, so connecting with any framework or any application, right? Okay, it's a very easy. So we can design our application very quickly. So the data mapping. So here we are going to use data wave code. Okay, I'll show you the data wave also. Now testing and deployment of applications, it is a very easy, and integration. So this is easy integration. So we have good documentation and training video support. Okay, suppose you don't know something and I want to, so how do I approach? Okay, I want to connect database, okay, by using, okay, mule with Snowflake, sorry, MuleSoft, how to connect database. So here we have a documentation. Okay, just click on this documentation. So here they have mentioned all the steps. Okay, what are the things you need to consider, how you need to configure. Okay, so if you stuck somewhere, what you can do, you can go to documentation and you can follow the steps. So how we are going to configure URL, what is the driver class, what is the URL, and everything it is available here in the documentation. So that's why we are saying like, okay, good documentation. It's an inbuilt monitoring tools. So cloud space, so 100 MB they are going to give free for us. You can practice. Okay, you can practice and you can deploy your applications. Not that much coding it is required. Okay, so a lot of pre-built connectors. Okay, we have connectors. So what kind of connectors? Okay, if you go to Anypoint Studio, okay, so this is my flow. Suppose this is my flow. So here, okay, where is my connectors? Just a sec. See here, this is the MuleSoft. Sorry, Mule palette. So here you can do drag and drop. Okay, here you can do drag and drop. Okay, so everything it is drag and drop here. Listener. Next class we are going to see. Okay, I'll show you entire how to develop one API quickly. Okay, how to develop API quickly. You want to take logger here. Okay, just you can take just transform message. So we have core. Okay, inside this core, you can see there are different connectors and components. I want to set some variable here, something like this. Okay, so what you need to do, just drag and drop and you need to configure. Okay, so here we have configuration, right? Okay, so the same way you need to configure. Okay, in which port you need to run 8081. So what is the resource path? Okay, so what is the resource path we are using? So how this is going to help us? What is logger? What is transform message? What is set variable? Okay, everything we are gonna learn going forward session. Okay, going forward session. So this is about Anypoint Studio. Okay, this is going to looks like this. So that's where they are saying like, okay, a lot of pre-built or inbuilt connectors. Okay, easy to learn and use. Okay, if I want to learn MuleSoft, what are the softwares and tools it is required? Okay, now you can see first Anypoint platform. So this is an online platform. You can create account. Okay, this is Anypoint platform. So what you can do, you can go to Google and type Anypoint platform login. Okay, click on very first link. So here you can sign up. There is a sign up. There is a sign up button. Just you can click on this one and you can give your name, email ID, country, your company name. You can give some XYZ. Okay, and you can create account. As soon as if you create account, you can able to see all the management options. It's like design center, exchange, and everything. Now, coming to softwares and tools, Anypoint platform is required. Now, Anypoint Studio. So this is what. So this is where we are going to develop our APIs. Okay, develop our APIs. So it's an entire thing. Like it's a drag and drop only. Okay, it's a drag and drop, but configurations are very important. Okay, so how to configure and how to design and develop, we are going to see tomorrow. Now, in order to test your APIs, you need Postman or REST client or Thunder client. Now, MuleSoft, it's built on top of Java, right? But you need to install Java first, okay, into your machine. Then you need to install Anypoint Studio. Now we need Git. Okay, what is Git here? It's a version control tool. Okay, I have developed something. I want to push into my repository, GitHub repository or Azure DevOps repository. Then we need a Git. So this is the GitHub code repository. So you need to install JDK on top of this. So because Anypoint Studio will work based on Java. Now, so these are the real-time tools which we are using in our real-time industry. So Jira or ADO or ServiceNow to tracking the work, to track the work. But you need to install up to this part. Okay, up to this part. Okay, how to install the softwares? Okay, that is for one session I'm going to take. Okay, what are the necessary softwares it is required? How the softwares are going to work? Okay, everything, the setup and all will take another session. Don't worry about that, but just remember what are the softwares it is required. So these are the important links. Okay, it's like a documentation. So if you want to log in into Anypoint platform, then if you want to see Studio, okay, if you want to download Studio, so this is the link. So we have help forum also. Okay, suppose we have help forum also. You stuck somewhere, so what you can do, you can post your questions. Okay, you can post your questions in a help forum too. Just you can type MuleSoft help forum. Here the people are posting the issues. Okay, so these are the issues. So he is facing some data wave questions. Okay, some data wave issues. Okay, I mean how to resolve the hi team, please help me with this data wave. So we need to remove spaces in the payload file. Okay, we need to remove these spaces. So there is another guy. Okay, 2 days ago, I think he has given his solution. Okay, so like this, we need to use payload. Okay, what is this? So you need to learn data wave also here. If you type data wave playground, so here we can practice. So what is the importance of data wave? How we are going to use data wave in our real time? So that is also we are going to talk about in going forward sessions. But here, if you see, this is our payload. Okay, I want to print date. Okay, so there is a function now. Okay, if you type now, automatically the date is going to print. Okay, so this is our data. Wherever you can see percentage DW, so that means data. And output, what is the format you are expecting? You are expecting application slash JSON. Okay, suppose I have one more attribute here, class. Okay, I want to get only class. Okay, what is the class? So this you can say it's a payload. Okay, if you print payload, everything it is displayed payload dot class. Okay, only we are getting the class value. So like this. So these values we are going to use it in our transfer message. See, observe here. There's a DW. That means data wave operations we are going to work. Okay. Now coming to this one, right? Okay. So before going to any queries, okay, we are going to talk about the course content. Okay, what is the course content? I'm going to deliver here. Okay. So what is the MuleSoft and MuleSoft overview? Software installation, Anypoint Studio overview, how to run and debug the Mule application. So how to create REST APIs and how to invoke external REST APIs. How we are going to work with SOAP APIs, flows and subflows. Here we are going to talk about VM connectors and file connectors. We're going to talk about for each and parallel for each, choice router, scatter gather, batch processing, cloudhub deployment, Mule error handling, how to connect with MS SQL as well as Oracle database, what is object store and what is the importance of object store, what is asynchronous scope and round robin router, what is cache scope and parse template. So how to invoke Java methods. Okay, there is a Java program already there, then I want to call that Java. Yes, we can do that by using MuleSoft. How to publish the messages into queue. So we are going to talk about email connectors. Okay, we can generate automated emails. What is MUnit? How to read Excel data in Mule. What is API-led connectivity approach? How to import the YAML from Design Center? How to connect Salesforce? How to encrypt and decrypt the secure properties? So here I'll take 2 to 3 data wave, okay, sessions. And what is Git repository? How to extract query parameters and URI parameters? Applying policies, okay? How to apply security to your API? How to implement rate limiting policy, basic authentication, how to apply JWT, okay? This is what we are going to talk about. And what is property files? Apart from this, Anypoint platform, okay? In Anypoint platform, how to create an account and overview of that Anypoint platform account. Build a sample application for same like Redbus API and another application like employee or student API. What is traits? What is data types? Security schemas, libraries. And I'm going to give you real-time APIs and assignments for you guys, okay? And how the fragments are going to work, how API manager and runtime manager is going to work, and advanced concepts, okay? So once the basics, everything is done, then we are going to talk about connecting with Snowflake database, deploying the application using CI/CD, okay? How I need to automate my process, okay, by using CI/CD. Here, either we are going to talk about Jenkins or ADO. CloudHub 2.0 deployment. Okay, now how we need to deploy the application into CloudHub 2.0. Kafka integration, AWS or Azure integration, and ServiceNow integration. Totally, there are 50 concepts. Okay, totally, there are 50 concepts you are going to learn. More than 50, but these are the concepts you are going to learn. The course duration, it will be 45 to 50 days. Okay, 45 to 50 days. But what you need to do is just you need to practice. That's it. Okay, just you need to practice. That is from your end. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. So if you have any queries, you can call to this number. Okay, 9972935359. Okay, if you have any queries related to training, so that I'm going to assist you for the same. Okay, 9972935359. That's it for today. Thanks for watching this. Happy learning. We'll see you in a tomorrow session. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you.